What is up, YouTube? Yugioh 99 here for like the 5th take of this video because my friend doesn't know how to freaking take a video, make a video.
Sorry.
Alright, well, yeah, I'm here with my friends, obviously. We're doing another episode of Yugioh Time Machine. Last one I had to do alone, and today I got a friend here to commentate with me. So, if you don't know what this segment is, I kind of go back to the sets, talk about the meta back then, talk about the good cards in the set, and kind of reminisce over them. So, today we're doing Pharaoh's Servant, 4th set to be released in Yu-Gi-Oh! And a set that I remember really well, actually, and a set that does not have many good cards in it, as you can see. Last set we talked about, or I talked about at least, was Spell Ruler, and that set had a lot of good cards in it. So if you'd like to go check that out, then go check it out somewhere on my channel. So,
the link might possibly be at the bottom.
Possibly, if I remember. So yeah, this was released, the last set released in 2002 for us, so first year, this was our last set we got. Again, as I said, there's not really many good cards in this set, but again, I'll just go over the stuff that really stands out. So let's start with the first card is the cover card, Thousand Eyes Restrict, and it is the only fusion card on the ban list at the moment. The reason it is because this card was made one of the biggest, one of the baddest decks of ever in Yu-Gi-Oh! Called Goat Control. You can go check that out. I'm really not familiar with that set, so I'm not really going to go any further on it. But yeah, it's a really broken card if you read. Like, other monsters cannot change their battle position or attack. Once per turn, you can equip this. You can equip one monster. Your opponent controls. Jeez, I'm really failing on this. Your opponent controls to this card, max 1. This card's attack and defense become the same as the equipped monsters. If this card would be destroyed by battle, the equipped monster is destroyed instead. So basically, this thing is almost impossible to destroy.
But how do you attack it if the enemy monsters can't attack?
You can't. You need to dark hole it.
Yeah, but wow.
Yeah, it's really hard to get rid of this guy, and that's why there's a whole format dedicated to him. Go look it up if you don't know what it is. Okay, next we have Imperial Order. This is another secret rare. This is the first secret rare. Well, no, actually the second secret rare, but I've got to mix them up. This is the second secret rare of the set, Imperial Order. Very broken card. Another banned card. The two of the main cards in the set are banned. As long as this card remains face up on the field, negate the effect of all spell cards on the field. Pay 700 life points during each of your standby phase. If you do not, this card is destroyed. So when your opponent flipped the Imperial Order, I was telling my friend here, it was basically game.
Yeah, because they can do anything, right?
Well, they could activate traps. Like what? Are they going to flip a dust tornado on you or something? And then they're gonna they can summon monsters. But without spells, it's pretty hard to go about stuff. And we got the counterpart, Jinzo. Jinzo is still really played today. It's a very good side deck card for people that can't afford Royal Decrees like myself. The effect reads trap cards are, well, basically, trap cards can't be activated, or, yeah, and all face-up trap cards are negated. So he's really overpowered, 2,400 for 6 stars, really not bad, so good card overall.
That's cool.
Yeah, I like Jinzo a lot.
And it's not banned?
No, it's not. You're allowed to play 3.
Cool.
Next we have Mavic Drain. This is another card that kind of stood out for me. It's a card that I don't see why it doesn't see as much play, because it is a -1 for your opponent, like either way. So when your opponent activates a spell or trap card, they can discard 1 spell card to negate this card's effect. Otherwise, negate the activation of their spell card, and if you do, destroy it. It's counter trap, so it can't be negated, which is really cool. And I mean, it's a minus for them either way. And if they don't have a spell in their hand, it's like cool. I don't know why this isn't played over Dark Bribe. Personally, I really like it. Yeah, so next we have Gravity Bind.
I like this card, actually.
Yeah, level 4 or higher monsters cannot attack.
Simple as level 4 or higher. No, yeah.
It's an annoying card to get rid of, but if you can do it, then it's played in a lot of stall decks, and I can see why. It's a very annoying card, and I kind of hate it. And like, I mean, there's all these
hate it in a good way.
Yeah, there's all these Bill Clinton commercials. This is really weird. Okay. Next we have Cold Wave. Another one of those cards that when your opponent activated Cold Wave, it was basically game. It's banned at the moment, and hopefully it does stay banned forever. Let me read you its effect. This card can only be activated at the start of your main phase 1. Until your next turn, you and your opponent cannot play or set any spell or trap card. So again, just makes OTKs easier. So thanks Konami for getting rid of this card. Okay, next we have Goblin Attack Force, released as an ultra rare. This was a really big card back then because, as I said in my first episode of this, beatdown decks were basically the heart of the game back then. And this guy had 2,300 base attack for a level 4, which was amazing. Again, if this card attacks, it's changed to defense position at the end phase, at the end of the battle phase, and its battle position cannot be changed until the end phase of your next turn. So it's got 0 defense, so it was basically just to attack, and it was good. It was good for what it did. So
it attacks once.
A lot of people played this card. Next, we have limited removal. This card has been seeing an amazing amount of play this format since Yugiohs and Machina Gadgets, and I just saw like a deck profile today for Machine Rabbits. It was a really interesting deck. But yeah, limited removal. It's currently at 1, and I hope it always stays at 1. This card is so broken. If you don't know what its effect, double the attack of all face-up machine-type monsters you control until the end phase of this turn. During the end phase, destroy all monsters that were affected by this effect. So all you need is
That's cool.
two machines with 2,000 attack, activate limited removal for game. It's really too good. Just too good. And even if they are going to get destroyed by the end phase, just overlay them.
Yeah, wait. I just have something.
Yeah.
You'd use this card with DNA surgery?
Yeah, DNA surgery. I don't know why I didn't put this in like the list, but yeah, DNA surgery, really interesting card. I just suggest you check it out. It's another card that was played a lot back then. Next, we have Noble Mana Crossout. I just added this card in because I like Noble Mana Crossout. Negates target one face down monster on the field, destroy that target. If you do, banish it instead of sending it to the graveyard. Then, if it had a flip effect, both players reveal their main deck and banish all cards with that monster's same name. So, Raiko Killer. Snowman Eater well, no, actually, Snowman Eater doesn't have a flip effect. It's when this card's flipped face up, so not Snowman Eater, but any card that has a flip effect, this thing just completely destroys it. So I think it's a really good side deck card, personally.
The Japanese translation is Apostle of Obliteration.
Oh, that's an amazing name. That is that name right there. I do not know why they did not put it into English. That would have been so much cooler, but oh well. Finally, we have Call of the Haunted, or as in Japanese, Call of Living Dead. They were obsessed with death. Like, seriously, there's one card in this set called, I called it, okay? Just a bit of tidbit on this set. There's a card called 4-Starred Ladybug of Doom, okay, in English. Now, in Japanese, I was like, okay, dude. I'm gonna bet you right now that card's name in Japanese is 4-Starred Ladybug of Death. Yep, I was right.
Surprise.
Yeah, it's no surprise. They call everything death if they can. It's really morbid. Okay, so we have target one monster in your graveyard. Okay, everybody knows what this card does. Really good card, still really played. Still, I think, a really good card and deserves more play, even though it is played not as much as, like, of course, Monster Reborn is played in every deck. So yeah, again, the meta has really not changed from set to set until we really reached, like, I don't know, I think it was like Pharaonic Guardian where the first archetype was ever established, and that was Gravekeepers. So yeah, really, I'm not going to talk about the meta too much for every set because it's basically the same. I mean, there were Burn decks, there were Exodia decks, but Exodia decks were really not that good because not many draw-powered cards were out yet. So yeah, leave in the comments below what you think of this set, and also leave in the comments below what you think of this segment. Do you think I should keep going? Because I really like making this segment, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. So thanks for watching. I'm out. I'm done. How about you? You got anything else to add?
Not really, no.
Alright, so I guess I'll see you guys.